organization that they go out prior to the trade deadline and make the couple moves that they made.
It shows that they're trying to win it now. We're not worried about what could be in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. We have the pieces to get it done now. We needed a couple more. Now, after the break, we're going to be ready to go.
You know, Jimmy, all-star for you, multiples. But Bam Adebayo, your teammate.
Yeah,
can you talk about, you know, hard worker, but now to see him facilitate.
Yeah.
Just give me something about a Bam that you got a chance to learn being his teammate.
That put the ball in his hand, good things are going to happen. I didn't know it beforehand. I talked to Spo before the year, and he was saying Bam can do so much more than he switches 1 through 5. He passes the ball. He scores the ball. He blocks shots. Like, he's what every team wants to have.
We got Dwayne Wade on our team now.
Oh, man. You can have him. I don't want that guy. Anyways.
What do you think he'll be like as a broadcaster now?
I'm sorry, but I still think he's going to try to be the best broadcaster there. Like, he has that, you know, what people call mama mentality. He has that. And everything that he does, everything that he puts his hand on, he wants to be the best, and he's so involved with it and in love with it that I can tell y'all he's going to make y'all better.
He's doing the changes, the clothing changes.
So when he asked you for an interview, you going to blow him off?
D-Wade?
Yeah.
Of course I am.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, why would I just say yes?
He's a rook. Now, he's a rook over here.
He is
a rook. He's still a rook.
Man, that's crazy because I feel like he was an old head whenever he was with me in Chicago, and I kind of still felt like a rook, and I was like, I really got Dwayne Wade on my team, and now y'all are just like, out of here, Dwayne Wade.
You obviously a vet, had great playoff runs. Coming out of this All-Star break, what's the focus now as you guys, prepare for the playoffs?
To figure out how to win on the road, because we haven't figured it out yet. At home, we legit. On the road, we're not who we want to be, and I think UD says it the best. That's the sign of a front-running team, and we don't want to be that. We will not be that, so we're going to figure this out whenever we get back.
Last question. You came off the shoulder injury. We saw you Wednesday. It looked like you hobbled to the bench. Are you going to be okay to play tomorrow night?
I'm going to be ready to rock.
You're going to play tomorrow night?
Yep. Okay. Ready to go.
All right, we look forward to seeing you out there. Jimmy, thanks for your time. Reggie Miller, you don't need to apologize to Jimmy, Reggie, right?
No, Reg, that's my guy, though. Thank you, Reggie.
Yeah. Jimmy, 5-time All-Star, appreciate your time. Thanks for doing it.
Congrats.
Let's go to the podium. Here's Joel Embiid.
I think playing video games, playing FIFA, I think I'm really good at it, so, yeah. Well, his last game in Philly, I got the chance to spend about 45 minutes with him, just talking to him, and I think that was really cool, especially for me. My story, how I started playing basketball, it was because of him. Back in 2011, 2010, watching the NBA Finals, and, I had never played basketball before, and then I just watched it, and then I was like, I watched him, and I was like, that's what I want to do because of him. So I was really sad when I heard the news. Just his killer instinct. He didn't care if he missed the last shot or if he made it. That's what I liked about him. I love him. I like him a lot. I think he's a great player. I like his personality. I think he's funny. I mean, he doesn't even have to say anything. You just look at him, and you can tell that he's a funny dude. I think he's a great player.
Joel, are they at a one-on-one tournament
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't watch boxing, so. Pascal is my guy. Like I said, when he got named an All-Star, I was happy. I was more happier for him than myself. Just being from Cameroon, and having another guy also make it as an All-Star, I think is amazing for my country, and is amazing for Africa too. So, I'm excited. You better pass him the ball. I think having a basketball African league, in Africa, I think he's going to be great. As you can see, through me, Pascal, a couple guys in the league, Serge, there's a lot of talent over there. And I think the NBA taking the initiative of, opening a new league over there, I think is great. There's a lot of talent. So we just need the right people to teach us, and we're going to be fine. Leon is my guy. He's like family to me. When I heard the news, I was happy for him. It was cool. I think being an agent for such a long time and, getting a GM or president job, I think is amazing. So I'm happy for him, and I'm sure he's going to do a good job over there.
All right, that's Joel Embiid, Team Giannis wrapping up. We're going to see Team LeBron coming to the podium. We'll be joined by the likes of Nikola Jokic. We'll hear LeBron himself, Grant Hill, Steve Smith, Jared Greenberg. All-Star Media Day and Practice presented by AT&T is on NBA TV.
Every time a vacation day interrupts a workday, a Corona gets its line. Every time your favorite getaway is a block away. Every time you find some friends and get lost. Every time a night takes you away, and every time the last thing you want to do is leave, a Corona gets its line.
And Doug.
Give me your hand! I can save you! Lots of money with Liberty Mutual! We customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Fired up.
Duralast, proven tough so you can plow through winter. And only at AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination.
The Joseph A. Bank President's Day sale. Up to 60% off everything. All suits on sale starting at $199. All dress shirts and sports shirts for $39. Plus, up to 80% off on all clearance. The President's Day sale. Only at Joseph A. Bank.
Sometimes I wonder what I'd tell my younger self if I ever saw him. I'd tell him, Josh, it's going to be hard growing up homeless. Be tougher than the world around you. Push yourself to be someone. And I promise someday, you will.
Number 28, John.
We really don't like fast food?
We do not like fast food.
Burger King disguised their Whopper as a fancy burger.
It tastes like it was right off the grill.
This definitely reminds me of a high-quality burger that my dad would put on the grill and put into my hand as a kid.
What if I told you you just ate a Whopper from Burger King? Oh my God.
I'm surprised it was Burger King because I liked it, and it was really good.
This has changed my entire perception of Burger King.
100% beef, no flavors or colors from artificial sources. Try the Whopper in the 2 for $6 deal. Your way better.
Live in Chicago before we switch gears and hear from Team LeBron. Kemba represented in the building. Earlier he spoke at the podium prior to his 4th consecutive All-Star appearance.
I can't give any advice. I didn't win. So he's having a great year shooting the basketball, though. I just told him good luck and told him I had my money on him. Yeah. 7. Very emotional, of course. You know, of course, with the tragic death of Kobe, everybody, and Gigi, and the rest of the families on the plane, David Stern. You know, it's definitely going to be a very emotional weekend, and we're going to celebrate those guys and everyone else, as best as we can. They meant so much to our game. They grew the game so much, and we all just have a lot of respect for them. Yeah. How did the club help me as a kid? Kept me out of trouble, allowed me to, stay focused, get my schoolwork done, and just have fun for the most part. So, how you doing? Yeah, I was very blessed to meet Kobe at a very young age. He actually, my high school was a Kobe team. So yeah, I mean, he inspired me and many other, kids from my community, my high school. The thing that always stood out to me was his work ethic. It was impeccable. It was second to none. And I think, that helped me as a kid. Just wanting to try my best to work as hard as him, and it definitely paid off. Yeah.
Certainly is the theme of the weekend. You'll want to tune in for an NBA TV special, Kobe Bryant Through the Years. It airs Monday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, right here on NBA TV. A lot of Laker fans, a lot of Kobe jerseys throughout Wintrust Arena here in the south side of Chicago. We'll come back. Team LeBron takes the podium. We'll be joined by the Joker. Nikola Jokic will start in the All-Star game, and he joins us on set next as NBA TV's coverage of Media Day in Practice presented by AT&T rolls on. Last night, Rising Stars Challenge. Luka pulls up from beyond half court. You betcha. Look at the moment with Trae Young guarding him. These two connected at the hip, and yeah, watch that reaction. What sound does a hawk make? Let's hear from Trae Young at the podium.
I mean, just always focus on the fundamentals. Always be, locked in on the basics.
If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. 100 subscribers, AirPods Pro. I know you guys do not want to miss out on that.
Getting further and further out. Yep. It was a blessing being able to play in front of Kobe and his daughter. Obviously, Kobe had a big impact on my life. Not only just basketball, but what he did. In the communities and giving back and things like that. And for me to be Gigi's favorite player, it was a blessing to be able to play in front of her. Yeah, I think I had a pretty good game up there in New York. It was fun. For him to be there to see that was pretty cool. It means a lot. It meant a lot to me. It's pretty big time, to be honest. I've watched a lot of her highlights, things like that, and I was telling her how much of a fan I was of hers. So, yeah, it was pretty special. Oh, Buddy, he's a great dude. Great dude. He's obviously, shot the ball really well this year, past 2 years. I'm happy for him. He's we actually going up against each other tonight in the three-point contest, so that's gonna be fun. Say that again? Yeah. I've been nutmegging people for a long time. It's not just started. I've done that since I was in high school. I've done that throughout my whole career playing basketball. So it's not just the first time I've started nutmegging people. It's gonna be fun. I remember last year I had tickets to the game on Sunday, and I told my dad I didn't want to go to the game until I was in it. And so for me to be here now, in my second year in the All-Star game starting, it's a blessing. Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't in the All-Star game, I still feel the same way. This is obviously, the best of the best players in the league here this weekend. So for me to be here, definitely is a blessing. The midseason tournament, I don't know. I'm always up for the game. Evolving and getting better. Obviously, they're going to add new things throughout the years, but I don't know. I don't know how I really feel about it. I think it's pretty cool idea. We'll see if it happens though. No. He's had a hell of a season. I'm pulling for him. We talk quite a bit. He's a good dude. He's having a hell of a season. I don't compete with that. That's I'm focused on my team. Jaw's having a hell of a season. Playing really well. Not playing like a regular rookie. He's doing really well. Super athletic. Very smart point guard. He's going to have a great rest of the season too. What I had for dinner last night? What did I have for dinner last night? I had some Chicago pizza. CP has been a big role model for me. Going to his camps when I was a kid, I learned a lot. He's been a big mentor, someone who I could really ask a lot of questions to, text him if I ever need anything, call him. He's been a big help for me. Yeah, it'd be super fun to get an All-Star game out in OKC. Being able to go back home and play in front of them would be fun. I think they got to get maybe 1 or 2 more hotels to be able to get it going. But it would be fun for sure. Yeah, that's going to come. Regardless of how well I'm doing. You talk about a lot of critics. I still had a lot of votes from a lot of fans around here to get into this game. So I know there's going to be a lot of people that, have doubt, or like you say, there's a lot of critics out here, but I still have a lot of people pulling for me and have a lot of fans. So that's something that I don't take for granted. Okay, that's awesome. For me, I just love being a kid. I remember, I'm 21 years old. I'm still basically a kid. So just enjoy this time, because, time goes by fast. So just continue to enjoy being a kid, have fun, and just enjoy it.
For every dollar you spend at a small business, an average of 67 cents stays local. Shop small and watch it add up for your community. Proudly backed by American Express.
In every trip, there's room for more than just the business you can afford. Whether that's taking in every moment or capturing a moment worth bringing back, that's room for possibility.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Today started like any other day. You got up, showered, brushed your teeth, got in your Celtos, and took a shortcut through the desert. Wonder what people without all-wheel drive capability are doing right now.
Every time it's been way too long. A Corona gets its line. Every time you're not related, but you're definitely family. Every time you meet from across the party. Every time all of us is all we need. And every time your favorite place is more about who than where. A Corona gets its line.
Two friends find a way to keep Taco Bell's nacho fries on the market.
Where'd you get that?
But when you get too close to the fryer,
Just give me the ingredients.
you might get burned. Now serving at a Taco Bell near you.
Team LeBron in his 5th year, now a 2-time All-Star. We're joined live at the set by Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets, Steve Smith, Grant Hill, Jared Greenberg. I'm going to ask you the same question I always ask you the last couple of years. Have you recognized yet how big of a star you are?
Probably no. I don't even think about it. But I like it. The kind of respect I have from other players. You know, I thought when I was coming in, I was nervous. I don't know what to do, and then everybody's cool. So it's kind of cool thing.
Well, congratulations being an All-Star. I want to turn the tables to your Denver Nuggets, a team last year that had great success. Got off to a slow start, but as of lately, you guys have found your stride. Can you tell me the reason why?
I think it's different because we had a lot of injured players. We kind of finding the rhythm, looking for the rhythm, and I think we kind of start making shots. And I think the Boston game over there in Boston kind of put us one step to be a better team. Right? The whole team was better from that moment. We were making shots. We were better and better.
You know, I'm a big fan of yours, and obviously watch you play and emerge as an all-star these last couple of years. So congratulations, first of all. I just want to know, you're such a unique player. Who were your influences? Who were the people that, when you were growing up, you admired or you patterned your game after?
But back home, I was kind of just playing the game, to be honest. I have a privilege, and I was lucky. My coaches didn't tell me, do not do this, do not do this. I was doing literally everything. I was dribbling the ball, I was shooting the ball, I was doing pass, I was doing literally everything. And then when I came here, I was looking at Dirk, Tim Duncan, Boris Diaw, some guys that basically can do everything on the floor, you know.
We've heard Michael Malone sing your praises, that you should be in the MVP mix. The president of the Nuggets, Tim Connolly, the other day came out with a very strong statement saying that he thinks you're the best player in the NBA right now. He said, I don't think anybody else impacts winning the way you do.
They love me.
As they should.
No, for real, I think they just love me.
Do you think your name should be more prevalent when we talk about the MVP?
I don't know. I don't want to even think about it. I think it's an individual award. It's not some. It's nice to be in that conversation, of course. I was there last year, but that can just put a pressure on you or something bad on you. You know, I just my motivation is just winning, just to go out there and win the games.
Well, you look at winning last year, you guys was a young team that was in the playoffs. You got a lot of experience. Now you're coming back this year. A lot of talk is L.A. Clippers, L.A. Lakers. Well, tell me why the Denver Nuggets can win the championship this year.
We are the only team in the NBA that 5 years in a row we are growing. We are better. So maybe this year is the biggest step for us. You know, we had a lot of experience from the last year. We had 2-7 games. We lost one. We won one. We had a really good against Pop and the Suns. A great team, great coach. We lost against Portland at home. So I think we have an experience that we can make that one big step one more time, you know.
So after this weekend, you win the MVP tomorrow. Moving forward, the remaining of the season, to make that big step, what do you guys have to do the rest of the regular season?
To be honest, just
stay healthy. That's the first thing, because we have a lot of injuries. But just buying, just everybody, just sacrifice. Just we can do this. Buying, believe, and sacrifice.
It's a big week for you. You're at the All-Star weekend. You got your second All-Star game tomorrow. But then Wednesday is the real big day. It's your birthday.
Oh yeah,
coming up.
You guys give me some gifts?
Yes. Right. What do you
We
want?
got a nice mug. We got a nice NBA TV mug for you right here.
Oh, love it.
But don't take it away. We actually need that for the next person. And we don't wash them, by the way, which is a true statement. Jimmy Butler drank from that cup. Hopefully you didn't.
I didn't.
What would you like for your birthday?
We can't get you a gift if you don't know. A lot of things. A lot of things.
Oh boy.
A lot of things.
A lot of things. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I of course, championship, but just to be healthy, just to feel healthy. Yeah.
That was good. You recovered well on that one. Nikola, congratulations. Happy early birthday.
Thank you guys. It's my pleasure.
Happy
I enjoy it.
Early. Appreciate you,
I like
man.
this.
And happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
There's your mug.
Happy birthday.
There's your mug
mine too.
with Jimmy Butler all over it. There's some Rocket jerseys in the house, and there's a few Rockets in the house as well. Let's hear from Russell Westbrook at the podium.
I wouldn't say just the All-Star game. Just the game itself is always going to be special to me, and simple as that.
Russ, there's been a lot of talk about the NBA adding a one-on-one game to the league. Who do you want to play and why?
No one. I don't really care to play. I don't really care to see the one-on-one. That doesn't really show much. Basketball is a team sport, and that's that.
What's your run rotation like this weekend?
What'd you say, bro? I mean, a lot. I mean, as it pertains to Kobe and his family and the tragedy, there's a lot of things that I like to keep to myself and keep between myself and him, and in respect for his family, I'm going to keep that to myself. No. Honor the gift means I believe everybody been blessed with a talent, and I believe God has blessed everyone to honor each and every one of their gifts, and that's kind of where I got the name from. Thanks, brother. Hold on, wait. Somebody, y'all gotta listen. Somebody answering a question over here. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Me and James being teammates All-Star game is maybe the first time. So I think it's exciting. It's something that we can cherish and look forward to, and happy to experience it. It's been great. We're moving in the right direction. I'm happy where we are. I'm happy where we're headed. So. Each game and throughout each season, you find ways to be able to make your teammates better and find ways to be able to.
Like up the stream if you're new, man. Like up the stream. This is dunk contest about to be coming soon. Like up the stream.
I play all positions. I do whatever it is for me to do on the court to help us win, and that's what I do. My natural position, yes, I am a point guard. I play point guard. A lot of people like to take that away from me because of the things I do. But I am a point guard, and I like to dominate that position, and that is my natural position. I just try to find ways to make an impact. Obviously, with this style of play and different guys on the floor, allows people to have to guard one-on-one, to be able to have to guard in a lot of space, which is to my advantage. So. Say it again. See, internally, we don't think it's small ball. We just play our personnel and go and compete, and that's it. I can't hear y'all questions. I can't. What do you want, man? You all done? Okay. Go ahead. You said what?
Another player from other era to play with you. Which one would you pick?
I'm not sure, man. There's obviously a lot of great and amazing players that plays this game and that we look forward to playing with. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, Oklahoma's a great city, a great place to be, but we'll need more hotels, more venues, and more things to have an all-star game there. So I'm not sure.
The old bring your kid up to the podium trick never fails. We're coming back with much more. LeBron James, as soon as he hits the podium, we're going there live. We're at Wintrust Arena on the south side of Chicago. LeBron in the building. We'll hear from him coming up here on NBA TV.
I got some fries, some nuggets, ooh, double cheeseburger, a cookie. There's 5 things here, so I'm thinking $7.
It's actually just $4.
It's $4. It's an awesome combo.
Get a double cheeseburger or any of these sandwiches in the 5 for $4. Your way, way better.
For every dollar you spend at a small business, an average of 67 cents stays local. Shop small and watch it add up for your community. Proudly backed by American Express.
What's up, everybody? It's Ray J. I started Raycon because wireless earbuds are way too expensive. Our premium wireless earbuds deliver the best sound for half the price. You got me singing Raycon earbuds. Cut. Hey, at buyraycon.com.
Every time a vacation day interrupts a workday, a Corona gets its line. Every time your favorite getaway is a block away. Every time you find some friends and get lost. Every time a night takes you away, and every time the last thing you want to do is leave, a Corona gets its line.
Today started like any other day. You got up, showered, brushed your teeth, got in your cell toes, and took a shortcut through the desert. I wonder what people without all-wheel drive capability are doing right now.
But all right, look at the kids. Ready, waiting for LeBron, and guess what we have for you? Back live here on NBA TV's coverage of Media Day and Practice presented by AT&T. The King himself in the building and at the podium. Here's LeBron James.
Adam. It's always an honor to be here. You know, to be here, be voted by the fans once again, to be a part of All-Star Weekend. It's going to be a great weekend, and for us to be able to honor Kobe Bryant and his legacy. And, you know, it's a beautiful time. You know, even in loss, it's a beautiful time. So just happy to be a part of this weekend. I don't believe in pressure. You know, if you work on your craft and you dedicate yourself to your craft, then whatever happens happens. So I'm not one to believe in pressure much. How you doing? I just think it's always important just to give back to the youth. You guys are our future. You guys have beautiful minds, spirit, energy is always high, and I was a young kid growing up in the inner city with not much resources, not much help. So for me to be able to be in a position I am today, to be able to give back, to not only town but go across all over the world and inspire people and inspire kids and inspire the youth, I think it's just as important as what I do on the basketball floor. I always appreciate it. It's the game that I love. It's the game that I fell in love with when I was a little boy. So for me to be a part of All-Star Weekend, here with all the fans all around the world that we have that support our beautiful game, I never take this moment for granted.
Ron, last Tuesday, you come from Mexico.
Hold on. I already respected Frank just from a competitive standpoint and being on the opposite end when I was in Miami competing versus Indiana Pacers teams. So you saw how they were always prepared. They was dedicated to their game plan. They were always ready for our matchups every time we played them, the battles that we had versus those teams he had in Indiana. So didn't need to have a level of respect because it was already there from the jump.
Last Tuesday, your friends from Mexico City went out to take tacos in your honor. This is a proof of that. They are celebrating this special for you. What message will you send them to Mexico?
Not only everywhere. Not only Mexico, but all my fans everywhere. Not so close, please. My fans all over the world. I just try to give back to them by to continue to inspire them. And like I said, I'm happy to be here. Say that again. Well, by the commissioner allowing the actual week to happen, with that change, it definitely has helped out a lot. Not only for the guys that is not a part of All-Star Weekend, but for the guys that are part of it. So I try to find at least a couple of days to kind of decompress and get away from the game. Obviously, when you come to All-Star Weekend, basketball is going to be the main thing and the main thing only. It's what you hear, it's what you see every day. And we dedicate to this weekend for not only for ourselves and our family, but for the fans. So after, I don't know, I'll try to find a couple of days after All-Star, after Sunday, to kind of get away from the game, try to freshen back up and get ready for the last, run of the regular season. We know that he's watching over us, and it's our responsibility to just represent the purple and gold, not only for him but for race, everybody that's ever come through the Lake Show. So I really don't want to sit up here and talk about it too much. It's a very, very sensitive subject, but he's with us every day. Just embrace it. If you have his family with him, let them enjoy it. Let them go around and see pretty much everything. It's not promised that you'll be here next year. But the way he's playing, he'll probably be here a lot, I think. But embrace it, because like I said, I'm a guy who always kind of live in the moment. I don't think about tomorrow because it's not promised, and the only thing I can worry about is today and how much I can make of an impact in today. And so, embrace it, have fun. It's a great weekend. It's a lot of things to do, not only for yourself, but also for your family, and enjoy it.
especially in dunk contests. There's a lot of creativity. Guys got to be creative.
Yeah, he was back when he came back after the first retirement. It was a very joyous moment for my community, for myself, for my friends. Just having the greatest basketball player ever, coming back playing the game. I needed that inspiration. Growing up in the inner city, it's like I kind of lost a superhero when he retired, someone that I kind of needed to help me, some way, somehow, even though he didn't know it. Along with some other athletes and people, but it was incredible. It was so exciting when he said when he was coming back, and obviously, the basketball world and everybody else that loved him and loved the sport was ecstatic about it as well. No, I literally just got here. I literally just got off the plane and showed up to see y'all. I don't know. I have no idea what my schedule is today. There's a couple things I don't know. I'm here for you guys right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else today after this. But I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, how can you be a bad GM when you're picking 24 of the best players in the world? Being part of Team USA has always been fun. I mean, it's always like, just to represent the United States of America, that red, white, and blue is such a pride thing. So, obviously with my name being one of the, names in the list of players that just came out not too long ago, just an honor even to be mentioned. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I got a long season, hopefully still left with the Lake Show. So we'll tackle that, after the season.
I just feel stuck, Doc, and I'm hearing voices.
You feel stuck because you are stuck in a giant chocolate bar.
Huh. What about the voices?
That's me.
There it is again.
All people are tag people. You can file it, you can do it. You can file it, you can do it. We can help you get it through it. Get it filed, nothing through it. All people are tag people. Intuit TurboTax.
Hey, Misha, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. You want the usual?
Yes, please.
For every dollar you spend at a small business, an average of 67 cents stays local. Shop small and watch it add up for your community. Proudly backed by American Express.
Every time it's been way too long. A Corona gets its lime. Every time you're not related, but you're definitely family. Every time you meet from across the party. Every time all of us is all we need. And every time your favorite place is more about who than where. A Corona gets its lime.
Hold up, stop.
What?
You sure you want to do this? Because once you take that bite, there's no turning back to breakfast like this. Nope. Or this. Ooh. Or this.
Wow.
It's time to change your life. For breakfast. With freshly prepared, buttery, crispy McChicken biscuits and savory sweet chicken McGriddles. Now at McDonald's nationwide. Wake up breakfast.
Look at that preacher.
Hey, let me help you.
Thanks, Tony. Doing this stuff. You better dig in.
Say the greatest mom in the world.
Sir, you cannot park there.
What? Why?
Reserved for Chris Paul.
Barb, tell me what you not see.
My name's not Barb. You're not Chris Paul.
Stop it, Nancy. Woo!
That's not my name.
See some ID?
This is my ID. Need a tow truck on level 1. Oh, it's Jake from State Farm.
So here's the deal. There's no replacing the real Chris Paul, just like there's no replacing State Farm.
Molly, who took my spot?
Oh, just some guy. We're taking care of it.
Okay.
You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Go to forhims.com and get your first month of treatment free.
Eating better is easy when everything is done for you. Meet Freshly, chef-cooked meals ready in minutes. Choose from a weekly menu crafted by our chefs and nutritionists, and we'll deliver fresh to your door. So skip the meal prep, cooking and cleaning, and start eating healthy without the hassle. To order your chef-cooked meals, go to freshly.com today.
Because we've got ourselves a 4-time All-Star, 2-time champion, 2-time Finals MVP. I'm going to keep going. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. All-around fun guy, Kawhi Leonard with us here. Grant Hill, Steve Smith, I'm Jared Greenberg. Our coverage of Media Day and practice presented by AT&T rolls on here live from Wintrust. Kawhi, does this ever get old for you? Is it still pretty cool?
Yeah, it's still fun. You know, it's always great to come out with the best players in the NBA, or just the ones that are named All-Stars, and go out there and compete, you know, see what their daily routines are.
What do you find happens in terms of the interactions? Do you pick other guys' brains, or is it not basketball talk at all?
I mean, yeah, you could pick, you could do whatever you want, you know what I mean? Make your own conversation, pick their brain about basketball, talk about life, see what they're doing for their break, you know, just make it casual, natural.
Kawhi, this is your 3rd team in 3 seasons. Just tell me how this transition, being back at home in L.A., playing with the Clipper team, how's it going so far?
I mean, it's been going well for me. You know, it's exciting. Different conference again this year. You know, the Western Conference is great. We're trying to build. We want to be a team, the last team standing in the playoffs. So, I mean, it's been fun. I've been healthy. I'm happy.
So what do you guys have to do as you come out of the All-Star break and, you know, prepare yourself for the playoffs? What's the focus, the mindset as you guys, you know, start the second half of the season?
I think we've got about 25 games left. The mindset is just to keep trying to build and be a better team each and every day. You know, trust each other, go out there with a winning mindset, and just less mistakes. You know, it's the second half of the season. We got to do the best job we could do to go into the playoffs.
You know, Kawhi, you and Paul George haven't had that much time on the court together. Have you guys talked about it, and what are you guys are talking that off the court that's trying to help you guys prepare for this?
Just really pretty much learning the offense, learning teammates. You know, just knowing that it's not just us that's going to do it. We got to do it all with the whole 15. And like you said, we haven't had that much time together. Either I went out with something, a quick bang, and then he been out with his injury. So this second half is going to be huge for us. We got to just make sure we're healthy down this road. We even had Pat Beverly out a few times this season, so we all have to just combine together.
I remember your rookie year, Chip England in San Antonio used to talk about you and your work ethic. And I think with all the success that you've had in last year winning the championship, you having career highs in points, rebounds, and assists, and just talk about, you know, what you put in the summer and the work that goes into becoming a great basketball player.
Man, you know, you just, number one, you got to, you know, when you first come into this league, decide who you want to become. Do you want to be a great basketball player, role player, or, you know, just last 10 years in the league? You know, they're all great accomplishments. But, you know, coming in, Chip asked me who did I want to become. Like I said, I wanted to be great. And just from that day forward, I worked every day, worked hard, extremely hard. And I didn't get down in you know, low moments. You know, I thought I was going to contribute a lot more offensively coming into San Antonio, but they wanted me to do a certain job. And my mindset was always to win. And that probably helped me out till today in my career.
Kawhi, question now. You're playing for Doc Rivers. What's been the mindset? What is he asking of you? More defensively, more offensively?
Just to do everything on the floor. You know, be a leader, give the team, you know, my knowledge. You know, come in the game, distribute the ball, score when I have to. Just everything that you're supposed to do as the number 1, number 2 option on the team.
Why? How do you feel that you've almost become the face of this load management system?
I mean, it doesn't worry. I don't worry about it. You know, I looked at players in the past when I was down with my injury, so I have to do what's best for myself. You know, we wouldn't be talking about me or, you know, anything with playoff runs if I'm trying to make everybody else happy besides myself. And, you know, I went out hurt for a whole year, and I had a whole year to reflect on, you know, how I should, you know, contribute forward with my career. And, you know, right now everybody thinks you sit because you just getting rest for that day. But, you know, for me, it's really dealing with an injury and making sure that I'm 100%. And, you know, hey, I know what it is. So.
You didn't play any back-to-backs last year. It resulted in a championship. You haven't played any back-to-backs this year, but I was out in Philadelphia covering your Clipper game, and I'm hearing some rumblings that there's a conversation that maybe you're going to play in a back-to-back the second half of the season?
Maybe. We got to see how the body feels and, you know, make sure you don't run over anything. We just want to be healthy as possible.
Kawhi, I just got a question for you. Obviously, we know you've been cautious during the regular season the last few years and have had great results. Basketball is a game of rhythm. And I know Doc doesn't practice a whole lot. He likes to get out there on that golf course and really give his guys time off. How do you maintain your rhythm? Because you'll be off for a couple days and then go out and put up great numbers out in the game. I've just been impressed how you've been able to do that. So how do you, in your private time, maintain your rhythm throughout the season?
I still watch film, and, you know, when we do practice, or, you know, if I'm sitting in the game, I'm watching film. Like I said, I'm doing something that's going to require me to be better.